Hey riffers, how you doing? Welcome to Guitar Lessons Fast, Fun, and Easy.com. Hey, today we're going to talk about a thing called tablature, or tab for short, its nickname. Tab is an easy to read system of music notation for fretted instruments, and it uses a graphic representation of the strings with numbered fret positions rather than a conventional staff with notes. Tab's been around since the 16th century, so it's been around a very long time. Well, let's do a close-up on it and see what's going on. Okay, so again, tablature, or tab for short, its nickname, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horizontal lines. Horizontal. Not vertical like the way we stand up, but horizontal like when we lay down, like across the horizon. I really like that word, horizontal. 6 horizontal lines. Each line represents a string on the guitar, because the guitar has 6 strings. So each one of these lines represents a string on the guitar because it's 6. And when we look at it, this high line up here, the highest one, not this low one down here, but this highest one up here will be the highest sounding string on the guitar. And this one down here, this lowest line, will be the lowest sounding string on the guitar. I think that's an easy way to remember which is which. The highest line is the highest sounding string. The lowest line is the lowest sounding string. You don't want to kind of get this mixed up. And here an example, like when you look at the guitar, the highest line is the highest sounding string, and the lowest line is the lowest sounding string. Problem is, when we play guitar, we play like this, not like this. And so it's like flipped upside down now. But that low line is still the lowest sounding string, and that top line, highest line, is still the highest sounding string. So you want to make sure what you're seeing on paper is matching what you're doing on the guitar. You want to get your bearings and make sure. I remember when I first started doing this, I constantly mixed it up. And I would play what I thought they wanted me to do, and it would come out sounding nothing like the song, and it used to anger me to know what's going on here. Why didn't this sound anything like the song? I'm doing what they want me to do. No, I wasn't. So please don't let that happen to you. Make sure you have your bearings, and you're matching what's on paper, what's on the guitar. Once again, the lowest line is the lowest sounding string, and the highest line is the highest sounding string. It's about the easiest way to remember it. And we have 1, 2, 3. The first 3 strings, our lines, are the first 3 strings and are your treble strings. And the last 3 lines, 4, 5, and 6, 4, 5, and 6, are your bass strings. So we're splitting it in half. There's 3 treble strings and 3 bass strings. It's split right down the middle, 50-50. Okay, so that explains about the lines. Now, numbers are written on tab to tell you which fret. Like for instance, if I put a 3 here, and let's say a 0 and a 2, we would want to play the 6th string 3rd fret, and then we would go to the 5th string open. A 0 means open, and then the 5th string 2nd fret. And when the numbers are written like this, which is horizontally, across the horizon, written horizontally, they're played one at a time. You would play this one, and then you would go to that one, and then to that one. You play them one at a time when they're written horizontally. And they, they can go up the hill, up the horizon, they can go down the horizon. The point is they're written horizontally. So you play them one at a time. But if you, let's say we have here a 2, a 3, and a 2, even here a 0. Well, now they're written vertically. And notice that the number goes right through the middle of the numbers. And they're written vertically. When they're written vertically like this, then they're all played at exactly the same time. So that's a D chord. I would make a D and just strum it, because verticals are always played exactly at the same time. And horizontals one at a time. And let's say, for example, that we have, though, here a 0 and a 1, we'll say, right here. Well, they're vertical, but there's nothing in between them. Like these were all stacked on top of each other, right next to each other. And verticals are always played exactly at the same time. And it doesn't matter if 1 or 2 strings are separating the verticals, those are played still exactly at the same time. Now, some people will play all 6 strings here, but that's a no-no. You only want to play these 2, that's it. So that's the 2nd string, 1st fret, and this is the 5th string open. So I would go to the 2nd string, 1st fret, and the 5th string open and play just these 2. I don't want to strum everything. That would be wrong. It's only those 2. So we're going to finger pick. The thumb plays that, and the finger plays the other one. Because we're only seeing 2 notes here. 2 numbers. If there was, let's say, another number here, well, then we would play 1, 2, 3 notes exactly at the same time, because they're vertical. So be careful when you see verticals, that have strings separating them. You do not want to play this string or that string. You only want to play this one, and that one. Here you would play those 4. You would strum. A strum then is considered at the same time. Here we're finger picking this. Another important thing is these numbers mean which fret to play. Remember, the lines, tablature is lines and numbers. The lines are the strings, the numbers are the frets. That's it. The numbers are the frets. They never ever mean which finger to use. Let's face it, if there was a 17 on here, where's your 17th finger? You don't have one. But you do have 17 frets. However, sometimes it just happens to be a coincidence, and that's all. A coincidence that these numbers match the numbers of your fingers. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4 fingers. So when we get 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, they mean the fret, not the fingers. They never ever mean which finger. It's a coincidence that they match sometimes. That's all. Okay, so to recap, tablature is 6 horizontal lines. Each line represents a string on the guitar. Top line, the highest line is the 1st string. The lowest line is the string number 6. Numbers are written on tablature to tell you which fret to play. When the numbers are written horizontally, you play them one at a time, and when they're written vertically, you play them at the same time, and the numbers never ever mean which finger to use. That is basic tab. Okay, so that is basic tab. Basic, plain, simple, nothing fancy, basic tab. Tab will get more intricate later, you'll see, but that's just, again, the basic tab. So I hope this lesson helps you a lot. Tab's very popular and easy to use and read. It's all over the place. So again, I hope this helps. And please subscribe. and come back and see us again. Thank you. Bye, jammers.